Hey everybody, welcome back to Built for Medicine. I'm Dr. Corbin.
And I'm Dr. Madrona.
And today we're going to talk about the back half of undergrad, years 3 and 4.
The glory years, as I like to think of them. So I love year 3 and year 4 because I think the biggest thing that stood out, I got to choose the classes that I wanted, the things that I was interested in. So and keep in mind at the time, still thinking like medicine, but kind of interested in other things. So I was taking classes in urban ecology, things even related to medicine, pathophysiology. I just felt like I had more autonomy, more control over my schedule, and things were pretty good. How about for you?
Yeah, the back half of undergrad was a lot of fun. I was able to, again, expand a little bit outside of just, biochemistry. I got more into the patent law thing. That's when I actually developed a passion for medicine and why I decided to go into medicine. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it was a lot of sports. A lot of intramural sports. I really enjoyed playing that. It was a really good time. So Damien, tell me a little bit about what it was like to be a junior and senior, knowing that, hey, this is coming to an end soon and I got to figure out what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, I would say the beginning of junior year is great. You feel a bit more polished. You've kind of got your clique. And as you get towards the end of junior year, then you're starting to think about, okay, am I applying to higher education beyond this? Because that's the time where med school applications start to show up, right? And so I'm talking to my advisor about all the different things to consider, right? Because there's so much when it comes to applying to med school. It's kind of absurd how much is required just to how many boxes you need to check, right?
Right.
But before we get there, I think I really always had an open mind, and at the beginning of my junior year, I expanded my horizons, and I decided medicine is not the only passion, or we'll say science, since I was a biology major. I have other things that I really enjoy, and I'm gonna pursue those. So what really drew my attention was theater, performing arts, and I think second year I took a class in acting as part of the requirement, and really enjoyed it. So I added a theater minor.
Nice.
On top of my biology major, which I thought at first, is this a good idea?
Right.
Giving myself more work. But I think because year 3 and year 4 in college, you have a little bit more flexibility with your schedule. It wasn't going to be as taxing adding additional things. I think even if I had done a major, added a major, it would have been okay. But ultimately, I decided I had interest in other things. My compromise was, I'm going to pursue those, but I'll take a minor, give me still more time to focus on the sciences, but just taking a theater class every semester wasn't going to kill me, right? And that ended up being one of the best decisions.
That's awesome.
And maybe I'll kind of expand on this in another video, but anytime you are just grinding in the sciences, you need an outlet. Right? You can't just... So for you, it seemed like it was a lot of sports,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, you hit the junior year. Like you said, you're more confident. You understand how to study. That's a huge piece. How to be successful in classes. Now you're trying to polish whatever it is that you're trying to do for the next step. If it's, again, higher education, are you going to get a master's? Are you going to go to PhD program? You're going to go to medical school? You're going to go to law school? At the time, for me, I took a 30,000-foot view, and I looked back and I said, okay, I am blessed to be in a position to either go to medical school or law school. And my PI, the plant biochemist, phenomenal professor, told me, hey, look, think about medical school. You're good in the lab, you like sciences, just consider it.
So that was the spark right there.
That was the spark. One thing I will say is maximize your summers as much as you can. If you want to be a physician or if you want to do something in higher education. Now, for me, the first summer I did the physics course. the second summer I did a summer program at Virginia Tech for doing research, and then you like present your research at the end of the summer. Okay. And it came with all these things that I had no idea was a thing, like publishing and like making poster presentations.
Scholarly activities.
Exactly. I had no idea that was a thing, and so I did that, and because I kept focused in the lab, my PI was saying, "Listen, you should consider medical school." And so I looked back and said, "Okay, I like people. I like helping people. I like inventions. I like technology." But I don't really like blood so much.
Oh,
and so
a big one.
It's funny because playing sports and like used to skateboard and all kinds of stuff, you would get injured and I would be like, it would really kind of concern me. And so I said, if I can handle blood, I'm going to go into medicine. If I can't handle blood, I'm not going to do it. So what I did was I shadowed an orthopedic surgeon, and I loved it.
Sweet.
I absolutely loved it. And that was the transition point from law into medicine. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching that video. If you found it valuable, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
We're definitely going to closely look at those comments for any feedback. Also, follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Built for Medicine, and feel free to email us at builtformedicine@gmail.com.